Hey guys, Henry here from Product Creation Formula. In this video, we're going to be discussing whether or not you should upload PLR videos straight onto YouTube. But before we go ahead and do that, I just want to let you know that here at Product Creation Formula, we love to give you tips and tricks to help you create your products quickly and easily. Along with that, we also do product reviews as well as tips on how to make money online. So, if that's the sort of thing that interests you, how about you smash that like button as well as subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified whenever we upload more videos. Okay guys, let's go check it out. Okay, now let's get started. Firstly, I'm going to be breaking this video up into two parts. First part is going to be the 4 reasons why you shouldn't upload PLR videos straight onto YouTube. In the second part of the video, if you do insist on uploading PLR videos straight to YouTube, then I'm going to be giving you some tips on what you should do to those videos to make them unique to you. So let's get straight into it. Reason number 1 why you don't want to be uploading your PLR videos straight to YouTube is because you could be flagged for having duplicate content. Allow me to explain. Let's assume that, say, a couple of years ago somebody else has bought that product, they have unrestricted PLR rights, and they were the first person to ever upload that video onto YouTube. Now, fast forward a couple of years and somebody else uploads the exact same duplicate content onto YouTube. If YouTube doesn't pick it up straight away, then the person who first uploaded it could very well spot that you have uploaded the exact same content and then flag it with YouTube. You then get a duplicate content strike against you. What YouTube will do at that particular case is they will remove your video from ever being watched. They will literally take the video down and you will never be allowed to see it. Point number 2 is you could get a copyright strike placed against you. Now, assuming that that person who uploaded the video a couple of years ago notices your video, if you and this other person both have unrestricted PLR rights to it and they have not put Creative Commons on their video, they can quite legitimately place a copyright strike against your video, which means if you were to make any money whatsoever from that video, that money doesn't go to you, it goes to them, and you don't want that. So the second reason why is you could get a copyright strike placed against you. Reason number 3 is you could be risking any chance of ever getting monetized on your site. You see, Google owns YouTube, and because Google owns YouTube, if you have got too many copyright strikes placed against you, any chance of being monetized is thrown clean out the window. They will never monetize you. And you also risk getting your channel closed down completely. So don't risk it. Point number 4 is you end up devaluing the product. You see, a lot of PLR licenses don't allow you to upload onto free membership sites. And let's face it, YouTube is a free membership site. Even if you are a premium member, they won't allow that primarily because they don't want to devalue the cost of the item. You see, somebody else could be selling that product at a premium price, and you uploading this onto YouTube will devalue the cost of the product. Suddenly, it's free for everyone to see, and therefore, that person who was selling it at a premium price can no longer sell it at a premium price. In fact, they'll be lucky to even make a single cent on it once it's gotten known that it can be viewed free on YouTube. So, by uploading PLR onto YouTube, you're making it unfair for other marketers and making it that they can't make money from that product. So you're literally devaluing the product. And the owners of most of these videos do not appreciate that. Now, I know this next part of the video probably won't make a lot of sense to some people, but hear me out. I am aware that there are some people in this world who obviously English is not their first language and they don't feel comfortable speaking in front of an audience. So they would prefer to just get a video that's pre-made that they can just upload straight into YouTube. Okay, you know my stand on this. You know I don't like the idea of it. But if you are insistent on doing it, allow me to give you 6 ideas that you can use to help you be able to do this legitimately so you don't get in trouble and you don't get copyright strike and you don't get duplicate content strike. Okay, so here we go. Here are the 6 ways on how you can edit your video so as you have unique content specifically for you. Number 1, make sure you add an intro and an outro to your video. You see, by having an intro and an outro to your video, you immediately begin to have it turn into something unique. It may not be exactly unique. You may still get a copyright strike placed against you because the majority of your content is what somebody else has already uploaded. But this is the first part of the editing process you will need to do. Now, these 6 items or these 6 tips I'm giving you, don't just choose one of these, use all 6 of them. And this way you'll have a much better chance of not getting a copyright strike placed against you. So the first one is making sure you put an intro and an outro in the video. Point number 2, if your video has points in it, then it would be best to actually have those points rearranged so as they're not in the same order as the other video. Now, the reason you want to do that is so as it reduces any chance of it being considered duplicate content. Is it going to take away the chance completely? No, because if you are still using the same content as what a previous video had, you could still get a copyright strike placed against you. But this will reduce the chance of you getting a copyright strike placed against you, and the chances of it being seen as duplicate content is greatly reduced. So if you have a video that has PowerPoint slides in it and they have different points in there, like point 1 do this, point 2 do this, point 3 blah 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 blah, etc. Just change the points around, remove the word point 1, point 2, point 3, and just remove those words, change it up so as it becomes more unique. So instead of having point 1 where point 1 is and point 2 where point 2 is, point 3 where point 3 is, have point 3 where point 2 is, point 5 where point 1 is, etc. Change it around to make it unique. This way you have a lower chance of being flagged for duplicate content as well as copyright. Point 3 is to change the pitch of the speaker. Now, how do you do that? Well, firstly, you separate the voice from the video. You separate the audio from the video, and you go to somewhere like Audacity, and then you go and you keep the same tempo, but all you do is you change the pitch. You can make it a bit deeper, or you can make it a bit of a higher pitched voice, which then lends itself to a different person speaking. I personally would prefer to make it a little bit deeper so as it doesn't sound like the original person speaking. However, you have to remember that you are still doing duplicate content, so you still need to be careful. So remembering, just changing the pitch, you don't even have to change the tempo, just the pitch. And that way you'll still be able to get it looking like it's more unique than the other video. Point 4 is to change the images around. Now, sometimes it would be good for you to get B-roll and put that into your video. This way it will definitely make it look a lot more unique, but you have to remember that even though it's different in the image and the view and the way it looks, you are still using the same words that are being used in the background. So this is where duplicate content could become an issue, or where copyright could still be an issue. So be careful. So change the images around, make sure it looks completely different. So by changing the images, making sure you add B-roll, things like that, you are making it far more unique. And you're making it more unique for yourself. Point number 5. If you have a PowerPoint video as your PLR video, you can in fact put the same points up there but using different words, so as you still get the same point across, but by changing the words on the screen, it makes it far more unique. But you got to remember that you're still using the same audio as what the other person is, so you've got to be careful that you don't have duplicate content. My next point will help fix all that. Point number 6 is to change the script completely, and then you do the voiceover. However, if you don't want to do the voiceover, you can hire someone to do the voiceover for you, or you can use a bot that can do the voiceover for you. And you can use the bot to actually get across what you want to say, even if you don't want to say it yourself. But if you change the content itself and what is said in the content, you have zero chance of having anything to do with duplicate content or copyright, because if you have changed the content itself, there is no chance that you will actually be flagged as having duplicate content. It will be 100% yours and yours alone, and no one can claim copyright on it if you change the words, change the audio. So get rid of the audio, or have the audio and just change it around so as it becomes a unique script of its own. And then when you're reading a script out, or you have a bot reading the script, or you hire somebody to do the script for you, it then becomes 100% unique to you. And that is the only point I would 100% recommend you do. If you have an audio or video that you've got, then you must change the audio. Rewrite the script out completely in your own words, either voice it out yourself or hire someone to do it, or use a bot. That's the only way I would recommend you use it, because to be quite honest, that is the only true way you would not get any kind of flagging whatsoever. So these are my tips, and I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you like this video, please make sure you smash the like button, as well as subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified when we upload more videos. Hey, and while you're at it, why not share? Okay guys, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.